Hi, my name is Adrie Guatno. I'm a certified pharmacy technician, educator, and founder of the online technician certification program, Pharm Tech Ed Mom. Thank you for spending a few moments with me today. In exchange for your time and attention, we are going to learn 3 important things on today's topic of the potential of pharmacy technicians in the cannabis care field. First, we'll recognize that there's currently a cannabis education gap in patient care. Second, we'll recognize that pharmacy technicians are uniquely qualified to help bridge that gap. And last, we're going to understand how specialized cannabis education can create new opportunities for improving patient safety, advancing healthcare workforce development, and expanding the role of pharmacy technicians in the future of medicine. Whether you're a pharmacy technician, healthcare student, educator, or simply curious about the future of cannabis healthcare, today's goal is for you to walk away with a greater appreciation of how pharmacy technicians can make meaningful contributions to patient care. So, the healthcare landscape is changing rapidly. Cannabis is becoming increasingly recognized for its potential medical applications. And in America, recently, federal policy changes regarding marijuana's Schedule III classification have created new conversations surrounding healthcare education and patient safety. As more patients seek information about cannabis products, healthcare professionals must be prepared to answer their questions responsibly. Frequently asked patient questions are usually, is CBD different from THC? Will cannabis interact with my medications? What dose should they take? And is medical cannabis safe while taking prescription medications? Unfortunately, many patients don't know who to ask or may receive inconsistent information from non-medical sources. So this is where pharmacy technicians can help. So why pharmacy technicians? Pharmacy technicians already possess many of the foundational skills necessary for patient education support. They are trained in medication safety, drug interactions, medication adherence, regulatory compliance, inventory management, and patient communication. Pharmacy technicians are among the most accessible healthcare professionals that patients encounter every day. They help with patients understand medications and support pharmacists in delivering quality patient care. With specialized cannabis education, pharmacy techs can build upon these existing competencies while remaining within their professional scope of practice. So, how do we address the educational gap? Today's cannabis patients are incredibly diverse. They include cancer patients, older adults, veterans, individuals managing chronic pain, and patients taking multiple prescription medications. Without proper education, patients may unknowingly experience medication interactions, inappropriate dosing, or misunderstand important safety considerations. Pharmacy techs already identify medication-related concerns in traditional pharmacy practice. Expanding educational opportunities allows them to provide better support as healthcare continues to evolve. So what are the opportunities before us? Federal cannabis policy changes have opened doors for greater medical research, workforce development, and healthcare education. Rather than viewing cannabis education as outside the pharmacy profession, it's believed that we should view it as an opportunity. Opportunities include special certifications, continuing education programs, community health initiatives, workforce development pathways, and interdisciplinary collaboration between healthcare professionals. Pharmacy technicians are not replacing pharmacists or physicians at any means. Instead, they're helping strengthen the healthcare team by providing another layer of patient support and medication education. So how would specialized cannabis education how would it look like? Specialized cannabis education programs for pharmacy technicians could include topics such as the endocannabinoid system, CBD and THC pharmacology, medication interaction screening, cannabis dosage forms and routes of administration, federal and state regulations, patient safety practices, and communication skills for cannabis patient education. Education empowers healthcare professionals to provide patients with accurate, evidence-based information rather than misinformation and assumptions found throughout the internet. So how does patient outcomes matter? Well, they ultimately matter because this conversation isn't simply about cannabis. It's about improving patient outcomes. Patients deserve healthcare professionals who are properly trained and prepared to answer their questions safely and compassionately. Better education leads to better communication, improved medication adherence, greater patient confidence, enhanced patient safety, and stronger healthcare teams. Pharmacy technicians have always been advocates for medication safety, and cannabis patient care should be no exception. So in conclusion, today we've discussed 3 important ideas. First, there's currently an education gap in cannabis patient care that deserves greater attention. Second, pharmacy technicians already possess many of the skills necessary to bridge that gap through specialized education and training. And finally, the future of healthcare presents exciting opportunities for pharmacy technicians to contribute meaningfully to patient safety, workforce development, and interdisciplinary patient care. Cannabis policy may continue to evolve, but patients will always need knowledgeable healthcare professionals who prioritize their safety and well-being. So thank you for listening to today's presentation. If you are encouraged to think differently about the future of pharmacy technicians and cannabis education, I'd love to continue that conversation with you. Please visit Pharm Tech Ed Mom on YouTube and Instagram for educational resources designed to empower future and current pharmacy technicians or cannabis enthusiasts in emerging areas of healthcare. Don't forget to like this presentation, subscribe for future healthcare education content, and share this video with your fellow pharmacy techs or cannabis fanatics, or anyone passionate about advancing patient care and cannabis education and all. Together we can help prepare the next generation to become leaders in medication safety, patient education, and compassionate healthcare. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.